What it is, YouTube? It's your boy de-essing coming back with another bullseye of a tutorial here today on the channel. I wanted to do a dope vocal preset for Quando Rondo, specifically talking about his dope, melodic hip hop sound. So let's get to it right now. If y'all like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check the description down below to support the channel. All right, let's get to it right now. Let's go.
I'm at war with all these things, I still at war with someone else. I play the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change. They say they love me, but they love. I'm still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. County chain gang, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name, pull up, get them 100 racks. They know my name in training, speaking on them, we got whack. Get the bitch before my drink.
All right, now I'm gonna play it. That's me, first of all. That's me trying to do my best impression of Quando Rondo. I believe Quando Rondo, he's affiliated with NBA YoungBoy, so Quando Rondo, no cap. You feel me? That same type of melodic, ghetto, pain, struggle type of vocal situation. And let me play it with and without the preset.
I'm at war with all these demons, I still at war with someone else. I play the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change. They say they love me, but they love. I'm still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. County chain gang, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name, pull up, get them 100 racks,
All right, so that was the before and the after, so completely different. We had kind of like a ghetto, ratchet, you feel me, corner store type of vocal, and we made it into like Quando Rondo. So most importantly with Quando Rondo, he makes pain music, and I feel like there's this always exaggerated kind of like blowed up tone a little bit inside of a Quando Rondo vocal. So specifically, that's kind of like the sound that I'm going for. So the auto-tune is like the first thing that we got right here. And auto-tune, I don't know, but Quando Rondo's vocal, it sounds like it got auto-tune, but not really. And I feel like his vocal is just very naturally bright and very squeaky in general, you feel me? So he's kind of got that voice that reminds me of like a butcher. When a butcher is like cutting meat in like a cow and stuff like that, like there's a certain amount of fat that's left on just a little bit, so that when you do actually cook the food, it still tastes good, like just a little bit of fat. When you cook it with your steak, you feel me, it helps bring the flavor, it helps retain the flavor. So yeah, he does got just a tiny bit of low end. So let's look at the actual vocal chain. We have the Manny EQ, and I love the Manny EQ. It's a Frankenstein of multiple EQs. So like how I was saying, I wrote off the low end and I actually shifted it upwards. You feel me? So I took, kind of like a small, bottle of water, and I fitted it into a jug. I kind of moved it over to somewhere that was a little bit thicker. You feel me? I took a bottle and I dumped it into a pond pretty much. So wrote off the low end, right? Which is like, a situation where I'm just trying to shift the body upwards, you feel me? Because his voice in general don't really got that much low end to begin with.
I'm at war with all these demons, I still at war with someone else. I play the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change. They say they love me, but they love. I'm still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. County chain gang, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name, pull up, get them 100 racks. They know my name in train. They know them, we got whack. I'm at war with all these demons, I still at war with someone else. I play the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change. They say they love me, but they love. I'm still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. County chain gang, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name, pull up, get them 100 racks. They know my name.
All right, really dope. So after that, I was looking to add a little bit of presence and a little bit of high mid, emphasis, pretty much. Just kind of taking like a little bit of an underlining. Like when you on WordPress or Word document and you highlight a certain word and you underline it, type of shit. You're trying to put emphasis on it. So I'm trying to put emphasis on his whole vocal expression, and that's why I use the DBX 160. All right.
I'm at war with all these demons, I still at war with someone else. I play the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change. They say they love me, but they love. I'm still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. County chain gang, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name, pull up, get them 100 racks. They know my name in train. They know them, we got whack. Get the bitch before my... I'm at war with all these demons, I still at war with someone else. I play the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change. They say they...
Yeah, so a guy like Quando Rondo, his voice is really like crumbled up. His voice reminds me of like a shirt that you threw in the bottom of your closet. Now you trying to wear it before you go somewhere, and this shirt is like all crumbled up and shit like that, and you need to iron it. So that's like the specific texture of his vocal is really just crumbled up. You feel me? So after that, we have a C4, a pop vocal. Of course, we had the de-esser doing like a dB or two.
I'm at war with all these demons, still at war with someone else. I blame the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change. They say they love me, but they love them. Still trying to kick.
All right, after that, we have the C4 pop vocal preset, and this is just pretty much adding hype to the vocal. It's adding more elasticity to the vocal. You feel me? It's putting that vocal on like you know, kind of like a sling. You feel me? Type of situation. You know, when you got your arm in a sling, like if you break your arm or shit, they put it in a sling, and that sling kind of just like makes you still be able to move your arm around a little bit, but in a controlled way. That's what that C4 multiband is doing for me. You feel me? It's keeping that voice in a kind of elastic range. You feel me?
I'm at war with all these demons, still at war with someone else. I blame the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change. They say they love me, but they love them. Still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. Counting chain gain, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name. Pull up, get them 100 racks. You know they know my nigga training. I'm at war with all these demons, still at war with someone else. I blame the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change.
Yeah, so most importantly with a guy like Quando Rondo, it's all about putting that emphasis on that pain. I'm at war with all these demons. I spend the camera in the pain with the pain that. You feel me? Like that's his vocal tone, that expression, that church on Sunday gospel, damn Lord forgive me for my sins type of real pain, struggle music that people relate to. You feel me? Me personally, I don't really actually listen to Quando Rondo, but you know, one of my subscribers suggested Quando Rondo, and I know it's a familiar sound and everything like that. So, you know, I just wanted to break it down because it is a unique sound. You know what I mean? So after that, we have the REQ, and most importantly, is just like, you know, adding a little bit of presence to that articulation when he starts to grunt and belt a little bit with his vocal. That's what this like high mid push is doing, and then also clearing up some of that like that rusty, like you feel me, that throat tone, that I need a cough drop type of tone. You feel me? Cleaning that up.
I'm at war with all these demons, still at war with someone else. I blame the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change. They say they love me, but they love them. Still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. Counting chain gain, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name. Pull up, get the game. I'm at war with all these demons, still at war with someone else. I blame the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change. They say they love me, but they left. Steady trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need.
So you hear how like it's not just only the sound of his vocal, but it's the texture. It's like a little bit like there's like a little bit of glitch in his vocal. You feel me? Like that's just his vocal sound, and it sounds like really brittle and shit like that. So you know, this is us trying to this is us matching that exact tone and texture, that exact feeling. You feel me? So after that, we have an RVox, a very moderate RVox, just doing like a little bit of a squeeze for Quando Rondo. You feel me? Giving the vocal a slight hug, like I ain't seen the vocal in a minute. Give it just quick hug type shit like that. Using the RVox, that nice squeeze helps put the low mid out. Kind of like when you're trying to brush your teeth and like you're like, fuck, I don't got that much toothpaste. But when you take the empty toothpaste bottle and you just squeeze it ever so slightly, just a little bit of extra toothpaste starts coming out. That's what I'm trying to do to this lead vocals. I'm just trying to squeeze it ever so slightly to get that last bit of body.
Blame the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they wouldn't change. They say they love me, but they love them. Still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. Counting chain gain, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name. Pull up, get them 100 racks. You know they know my nigga train. It's been on them, we got whack. Get the bitch before my.
All right, so really dope. And then after that, we have the NLS bus. The NLS bus is just kind of like filling out that low mid, essentially. You feel me? Just filling out a little bit of that low mid, kind of just giving us a little bit more of a ice cream type of thickness to the vocal, where it's getting thicker, but it's also creamy as well. You feel me?
I'm at war with all these demons, still at war with someone else. I blame the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they would've changed. They say they love me, but they left. I'm still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. County chain gain, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name. Pull up, get them 100 racks. You know they know my nigga train. It's been on them, we got whack. Get the bitch before my drink and put no man. I'm at war with all these demons, still at war with someone else. I blame the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they would've changed. They say they love me, but they.
And I had a fresh air right here, but I actually didn't even end up using that bit, because his vocals already so bright. So I'm understanding that, this fruit is already sweet, which is his vocal. You feel me? These blueberries, these strawberries already have sugar in it, so I don't need to add, box sugar, brown sugar, or whatever, and dump cane sugar onto this kind of like vocal I'm cooking up. So yeah, then we have a de-esser doing a dB or two, then a silk vocal.
Get them 100 racks, you know they know my nigga train. It's been on them, we got whack. Get the bitch before my drink and put no man before my cat. Get them 100 racks, you know they know my nigga train. It's been on them, we got whack. Get the bitch before my drink and put no man before my cat.
Most importantly, I just had the mid range pushing for that gruntiness, that whoa, that gruntiness type of frequency in his vocal that was building up, especially in the very first lines. That's why we have that mid band work.
But all these demons still at. I'm at war with all these.
I'm at war.
I'm at war.
Scheme. I'm at war with all these demons. Scheme. I'm at war with all these demons. Still at war with someone else. Blame the camera. Scheme.
I'm at war with all these demons. Still at war with someone else. I blame the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they would've changed. They say they love me, but they left. I'm still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. County chain gain, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name. Pull up, get them 100.
All right, so you guys get what I'm talking about right there. And after that, we have a slap delay with a little bit of a chorusing effect. We just did that to like completely wash out the delay. And then we have an Abbey Roads plate. I picked the plate specifically because the plate has this plate is actually weird. It reminds me of a spring reverb where it has that like little bit of boinginess inside of it. So like it has like a kind of like a nice little bit of reflexivity. Like as the words are hitting into this reverb, it kind of bounces back a little bit.
I'm at war with all these demons, still at war with someone else. I blame the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they would've changed. They say they love me, but they left. I'm still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. County chain gain, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name. Pull up, get them 100 racks. You know they know my nigga train. It's been on them, we got whack.
Yeah. So the thing about it too is that after that we have a doubler. You feel me? A clean doubler. I didn't want no more color, no more modulation. You feel me? Because his vocals are like Rondo's vocals are very busy. They're very busy. You feel me? So his vocals like there's automatically so much shit going on with his vocal tone. Like I'm not trying to add no delay, no too much, nothing too obvious to take away from that crumpled up shirt. You feel me? All those lines and all those wrinkles inside of his voice that are expressing emotional vulnerability. I mean, what? All these demons there. What on now? I'm in the county in pain. I need some help. You feel me? He's saying he's addicted to lean. He need help. That nigga really sound like he needs some fucking help. Jit look like he need help. All right. And then after that, we have the parallel compression, blackface mode. He's from the fucking hood. Like, whenever I think of blackface mode, I think of black Air Force Ones. You feel me? Like, when you see a nigga with black Air Force Ones acting weird, you like, man, what the fuck was going on? You feel me? It has that color of black Air Force Ones, and that black 76 is aggressive. You feel me? It's hard hitting. You feel me? It's gonna do some shit. Right? So he's rapping that street rap shit. Instantly, I'm thinking blackface 1176. All right? Cool, and that's giving presence. Now, the last thing that we got here is the ad-libs, and we just got a lot of fresh air, making them super bright, rolling off the low end, kind of setting the distance, a little bit of chorus, a little bit of silk vocal, too, to kind of keep it in check, and then the L1 limiter to control how much transient of the background I want.
The cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claim they would've changed. They say they love me, but they left. I'm still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. County chain gain, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name. Pull up, get them 100 racks. You know they know my nigga train. It's been on them, we got whack. Get the bitch before my drink and put no man before. In the cameras in the pain for the pain that I felt. Them niggas claiming with a chain. They say they love me, but they left. I'm still trying to kick the drain. To keep it real, I need some help. County chain gang, I get out, ain't going back. I got a bounty on my name. Pull up, get the 100 racks. They go to know my nigga training. Speaking on them, we got whack. Get the bitch before my drink. Ain't put no man before my cat.
Nigga from the gutter, know the money.
All right, so that's the end of the video here today. If you guys did like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Drop comments down below. Drop more suggestions for artists down below. And, you know, check the description, you know, and the links to support the channel. Just want to say appreciate you a lot, my YouTube gang. Peace.